Hi guys, Sugar here with a new video, and this video will be a explanation into the Hardcore Classic way to play the game. Hardcore Classic has been popping off. I'm sure you watch a lot of videos from Xaryu, Savix, even sometimes Asmongold reacting on those, like Guzu and such. So there is a lot of people actually playing right now, and a lot of people do not know how to start with Hardcore. So I want to showcase how you can start very easily, very fast, and go jump right into the action. So there are two servers that we are playing Classic. You can also play on RAF, but RAF is less populated. And on Classic, it is on Bloodsail Buccaneers in NA, and in EU, it is Hydroxen Waterlord. And there's a lot of questions whether you go Alliance or Horde, depending on the population. And Alliance is more populated, but Horde is actually catching up right now. There's a lot of players playing on Horde, and daily there are like thousands of players playing on those servers. It is actually very fun, and the world feels alive, and it's actually like very, very emerging to play. So what is Hardcore? Hardcore is actually a way to play the game where you do die, you do delete the character. It feels like a bit restrictive, but it is actually very fun. So you do play your life pretty much to not die, and of course you can be a bit greedy and then you can die, or go AFK and still die, but it still means that it is a deleted character. There's also a lot of rules around Hardcore to make it a bit harder for yourself. Again, you cannot like invite people onto the open world and do elite quests. That is not possible, but you can do one time a dungeon, and with one dungeon ID, and if the dungeon ID is like dead, for example, you lose in Deadmines, and you have to leave, you have to run away. That's it. That's your only attempt at Deadmines. The same for Wailing Caverns, the same for everything until you're level 60, where you have a bypass for everything you can do, and you can basically do BRD on repeat if you want to get some gear. So you have that possibility as well. Again, rules: you cannot use the auction house, you can not trade with other people, you cannot use your mailbox, but all of this can be explained again with the rule set, with the add-on. So how do you start? We have two websites which I do recommend, which is classichc.net, which is the first website for Classic Hardcore, and we have also hardcoreallstars.com, which is the event page for all sorts of events that people do play to sometimes win some cash or just test their skills. And it's a very fun thing. It's always in the weekends, and I do recommend people to check it out and have fun with it. Classichardcore.net has the rules, the modes, the events, Hall of Legends, skills, media, and you also have download add-on, so you can click on it and it will bring you probably on CurseForge. That's where I downloaded my add-on. So you go on CurseForge and you are going to type Hardcore, and you go on the Classic tab though, so you have to go to the Classic one, Hardcore, and you pretty much can download it right away. Hardcore, this is the one, and you always have to update it, because they are actually working on it every single week. And like, for example, the latest patch is on the 5th April 2023, so it is really up to date, and this will give you directly a follow-up to how to play Hardcore, but also the add-on can notice if you're cheating or not. If you're cheating, then you're ineligible and you pretty much cannot play your Hardcore tune with other Hardcore players. That is also the one add-on that you need to be able to do dungeons with other Hardcore players, because they cannot group with people that are not in Hardcore. The other add-ons I would suggest to download is, for example, Atlas Root Classic, Bagnon, Big Debuffs, Carter Stats Classic, I really like that one, Classic Cost Bars, Classic Aura Durations, Details, and then I have Narcissus Classic for some cool, neat screenshots, and also Questy. You also have Vendor Price, which is also very neat to know if something is worth to sell or to just throw away. Those are the add-ons I use on Classic, and we are going to hop in on the Classic Hardcore server right now. So I'm launching Classic. I'm going to switch my screen real quick. So we are going I have to do something like this, bam, 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 War Classic, bam, and then like this. So we are on hardcore classic. I did die with my warrior, tried to level another warrior, but I'm going to level a toon on live stream. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to do a specific challenge, for example, a petless warlock or a petless hunter or a melee hunter or something like that. I'm going to make it harder for myself and enjoy my time. So first and foremost, you have to choose your server. You still are on Classic Era. Seasonal servers are not it anymore. So you go on Classic Era, Hydrex and Waterlord, you join in. And then you can connect and create your character. And then you can have the choice between Horde or Alliance. Personally, I prefer to play Alliance, but sometimes I will roll Horde. And you have multiple ways to actually like randomize your pick. If you really do want to play just randomized, there are a few websites where you can just do that. I will also link it in the description, but I think I also made a video about it on the second channel. So pretty much you can check, you can create your character. For example, I'm going to create a Dwarf Hunter. It doesn't really matter which name I can choose. I'm going to choose Two Great Tests because I'm still going to delete it probably. And I'm going to enter the world. So I have all my add-ins set and I'm going to enter onto the classic hardcore world, at least server. And I will have a pop-up with the hardcore add-in to set my journey. And I'm also going to show you a few neat tricks. So here we are with, I have a few like guides here and there. Death log. I also have rested XP, by the way. So we are on the classic hardcore add-in right now, and there is shown all the rules that you need. So you have welcome to classic hardcore. If you're playing in duo or trio, click the party tab. So if you are like a duo or trio, you have to play as a duo and trio all the time. You cannot level separately. So for duos and trios, you can, for new runs, all players need to start with the new hardcore add-in. You must choose a combo. And you must stay in the same zone together all the time. You must be logged on together at the same time, even if not questing. And you are soulbound and shared one life. So if one dies, everyone dies. And you can trade any solo self-found items or crafted items to each other, included consumables and gold. And you can then like pretty much type your teammates. Before you start beginning adventure, you have to type teammates. So if you're a duo, you can type his name here. If you're a trio, you have to type those two names here. So pretty much this is the way on how you can start. Here you have the rules, so you can also find the rules on the Discord, for example. You have achievement, pretty much. You have a few things that makes your experience a bit harder, for example, which is quite fun. You have, for example, here Lone Wolf, so basically you're playing without a pet, very fun as well. You can play as a warrior like a berserker, which you are not going to equip mail or plate or a shield, and you only play with cloth and leather. You also have tight hands, so basically you only play in battle stance and you don't use defensive stance and berserker stance. A sorted board as well. You can also make yourself own achievement, like for example a dual wield challenge from level 20. You have to be dual wield all the time, for example. Or you can do a hunter specific achievement here. You can do a few things that are very fun, so I would recommend you guys to check it out. Also general ones, so for example the scavenger one, so you can only like get items from what you have looted. I don't know if you can craft anything. You have not looted from a mob. You can craft, for example, so everything you can craft and loot and get from chests, you can use that. But anything from the quests, anything from rewards from quests, for example, you cannot use that. So you have all the things that are very fun to do, and I'm going to do a lot of achievements, I think, on stream and on video, because it is very fun, I think, to watch. And here you have a few achievements you can go. For example, you have to do the hardcore Hogger quests before level 12 and kill a Hogger before level 12. Very fun as well. So you have a lot of ways to improve your experience and have fun with hardcore. So this is pretty much the build, and whenever you are ready with, let's say, the setup on your achievements, you go for begin adventure, and there you are. You can just start the fun. So I really like hardcore. It's a way to play the game where you can make it a bit harder for yourself, but also more engaging, feels cozy as well. And yeah, I mean, there is nothing wrong with making the game a bit harder. But anyways, if you have questions, please do tell me in the comment section below. I want to help you guys to start with hardcore. I will make a series with one of the classes specs that I'm going to play. If you want to suggest a class that I can play for you guys on stream and on YouTube, like videos wise, please do tell me in the comments, or else I will do one of my ideas, and I think it will be also very fine. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. Really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and we will catch each other very soon in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.